Welcome to the Jersey City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You are concerned Jersey City resident there. That's why we do the show, and we do it live. We do it live for you because you're concerned. And you're so concerned, I do this live. You can watch this. You're watching on Comcast right now. You're watching it live. It's a live broadcast. Comcast 190. You can watch us live on livestream.com. Download the app. It's free. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Apple TV, Google Chromecast. If you got Roku, yes, call up your live stream, put Hudson Media in there, and boom, we're live there. And, of course, HMG TV shows. Click on the Jersey City Show, and you can watch, and we're all archived there. It's really all archived through live stream. They're all, it's high-quality stream, so it's good video. So you can see all my shows and all our other productions we have here. And it's all free, and it's all for your enjoyment. If you need to get in touch with me, go to the website, HMG TV Shows, hit contact, send me an email if you got a problem with Jersey City, the county, consumer issues. We are here to help you, and we're pretty good at helping people. We got a busy show, but let me go. We had a tragic accident on Newark Avenue, right by Dickinson. Young girl, she ran off after the accident. She turned herself in like 9 hours later. Unfortunately, there was another young girl in the back seat who died in the accident. We're waiting autopsy results, but she was dead in the back seat of the car. From the pictures I've seen in the Jersey Journal, and the car itself, doesn't look like a tremendous amount of damage, so let's wait for some autopsy results. On NJ.com, I still love reading NJ.com, especially the comments from Jersey City people and people from all over the state comment. And in the write-ups, they're talking about she was an unlicensed driver. She was driving a car. And they're making a big issue of an unlicensed driver, and she left the scene of an accident. And somebody quoted, unlicensed driver, we're blowing off immigration laws when we're making an issue out of an unlicensed driver. Really, when you think about that, the guy was right. Here we are, we're making an issue, she had no license, but we don't enforce our immigration laws. And, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I don't know what the solution is to DACA and all the immigration, but if this is the law we have on the book, I think you have to enforce the law. These people put their hands on the Bible to enforce these laws. Not interpret them, enforce them. Don't read them and give your opinion of them, enforce them. And until we change it, and Obama never changed everything because he couldn't, even when he had a Democratic Congress, he couldn't get it done. That's why all his executive orders. Let's sit down, work both sides of the aisle here, and come up with a solution to our immigration issue here. Again, the laws are on the books. We have to enforce the laws. And there's a situation right now in a church where there are some people from Indonesia that are held up, that ICE went to lock up, and they're in there getting asylum there at the church. Let's fix whatever we have to fix with the immigration rules. But remember, a lot of people who immigrated here followed the rules. So what do you do about the people who didn't? All right, we're going to break for commercial. You watching the Jersey City Show? I'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and launch inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you're watching it live. I'm live. You're live. We're all live. I have my coffee here, brewed fresh. Colombian roast, chock-full of nuts. That's heavenly coffee. Actually, it's probably like the first thing I do when I get in the studio now. I shouldn't have coffee. I'm pretty hyped up without coffee. I should probably get decaffeinated, but it never tastes right to me. First thing I do, say hello to the plant. Good morning, Planty. Put the coffee on, then I go take care of Planty. And then I start doing all the other stuff here in the studio. Like I was saying, with immigration, maybe I'll talk about it a little bit more. We really have to come up. Either we say, all right, we're going to enforce what rules we have, we're going to keep the rules, or we're not going to keep the rules. As simple as that. We got a busy show. We're going to talk about runoffs. We got Amazon's getting to the healthcare business. I think I mentioned that about a week ago. We're going to talk about truck rentals. Rebound numbers are starting to come out, and the ones I've seen so far, pretty good. Well, let's talk about runoffs. Word has it, Mayor Fulop is going to propose by referendum for this November that we eliminate the runoffs here in Jersey City. And it will be for the reason of saving money. We could save money. We don't need these runoffs. And there's a situation going on in Hoboken right now with the new mayor and DeFusco, who finished second. DeFusco would like to bring back the runoffs. Robbie's like, we don't need that. But, you do need these runoffs because you have people in office who are elected with less than 50% of a vote. And I don't think that's how we want our elected officials. They got to take the majority, whether it's general election or a runoff. And the problem by eliminating the runoffs is you can rig the general election. What? Rig an election in Hudson County? Pat, how can that be done? Well, here's how you do that. You see, there's some rumors right now in the Hoboken election of people who were asked to run to siphon votes from the reformers or the old Hoboken or the techie Hoboken. They bring these people in, and they're going to get some votes. They're going to get their family votes, their family friends votes, the person who lives on the block. So you rig the election with a few of these people. And that's siphoning votes away from possibly who would be the contender to the incumbent. And you siphon that away. Now, the power of the incumbency, it's hard to overcome as it is. But say you have an election now, Jersey City, the largest city in the state now by population, the shining star of New Jersey, the big ruby for the state, the jewelry for the state, the Gold Coast, everything, highest building, blah, 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 the highest, real estate values. We had a whopping 2 candidates for mayor in Jersey City. Think of that. We're the number one state with population. When the census is done, we'll be it. And I tell you what, if we count everybody who's here, the illegal undocumented here, we're certainly the number one. Think about that. We had 2 people. Now, without runoffs, you could really have rigged that by having a lot of people get in there, and you can almost guarantee the winner by having, and you're going to work this. Well, we want to get votes from the reformers, so you get a reformer kind of person. Or we want an ethnic vote. We want to siphon votes away from that person's ethnic vote, so you'll get that. Without the runoff, you can rig the general election, especially since we moved ours to November. So do we need runoffs in Jersey City? Damn right we do. For that matter, James Solomon wouldn't be a council person in Jersey City if there were no runoffs. There were so many people running in E, you really didn't get a good feel for E until there was a head-to-head. And that's where James Solomon prevailed. Now, again, his opponent kind of had the wink-wink, nod-nod from Mayor Fulop, and he had Vision Media, the Swabinski's running it. She had everything going her way. But Solomon worked his ass off, and he overcame that. Moving our election to November was a huge mistake. We got lost in the November election. In May, that's where we always had it forever and ever and ever. The focus was on us, Jersey City, local issues, not state. We weren't worried about the governor. We weren't worried about the president. We weren't worried about any of that. It was strictly us, and there were some primaries involved. We lost that local flavor. And I'm going to try to find out if we can get some legitimate numbers. Did we save any money? Because we still had to hold an election. Did we save any money moving it to November? I don't think we did. Probably not. We probably cost ourselves some money. But what happens if we keep it in November? First off, we need to keep the runoffs, or you're going to rig the election. You're just going to overwhelm it with candidates, particular candidates for certain reasons. We want to get the Irish vote, the black vote, the reformer vote, whatever way you want to do it. But what's going to happen with us being in November is the future of debates. Now, I did the city council debates here, all the wards we did, and we did the mayoral, and we did them live. I'm not going to do that the next time around because we have so much going on in November now. I have to get attention on that. We had state senators running in this past election. Did anybody have a state senator debate? No. We had assembly seats up. Did anybody have an assembly debate? No. We had our council people up. We had a lot of things going on. But you can't accommodate everybody. Now, as I look back, what I'll do in the future debates, I'll have the mayoral debates, and then I'm going to but my ward debates are going to be different. I'm going to probably bring 1 or 2 candidates from the ward. I'm going to bring a state senator or council at large. Council at large. Anybody have council at large debates? No. So in the future, when I have these debates, I'm going to have a debate, state senate candidate or an assembly candidate, a council candidate, and a council at large candidate, and we'll bring them in. And of course, I want attention on my debate, so I'm going to get the name people in. Because we moved to November, the little guy's not getting on TV this way, because I'm not going to bring in 5 or 6 candidates. Well, I wouldn't do it anyway. I only have enough to handle 4 podiums here. I'm not going to bring in all the ward candidates. I'm going to bring in a state senator, an assemblyman, a council at large, and a ward council. And that will be the debates. These people all have something to do in a Ward A or Ward B or what have you. But that little guy, am I going to bring in 4 council candidates? No. Because we're in November. I got to get as much attention on every election that's going on in November. So I'm going to bring in the state senators. I'm going to bring in the assembly. I'm going to bring in ward council and council at large. Somebody's not getting in. So you got some frill candidate, I don't know, or the name doesn't ring a bell, or in my opinion, it doesn't have a shot. I'm not bringing them in. So I'd rather have the assembly candidate or the state senate. And that is going to be the future of election debates and how television is going to cover it. I'm not going to use valuable television time for a frill candidate. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show and you're watching it live. Don't forget, livestream.com. Download the app. It's free, and there's a lot more on Livestream than just my productions. You got a lot of productions, a lot of media there. There's a lot of things you can watch. You can watch the New Jersey Lottery on it live. Streaming is the future. We're getting back to the elections. Now, if Mayor Fulop, and I try to work hand in hand with Fulop, there is no way I'm going to agree that we should eliminate our runoffs. I wish we can go back to our elections in May, but we got to wait 10 years. But you see what's happening in Hoboken. Now, Hoboken, they want to bring back their runoffs. The new mayor vetoed it. Now, DeFusco is going to bring it back. He needs 6 votes to override the veto. The measure was approved with 6 votes, so good chance he's going to get that. But I'm telling you, anybody sitting on that Hoboken Council right now, you know, unless you're really secure as the incumbent, you want the runoff. You want to be able to get that second bite of the apple to save yourself. Now, Mayor Fulop, he was the incumbent here. We had, like I said, it's amazing we only had 2 candidates for mayor, and Mayor Fulop was overwhelming numbers. But, you know, that's where the general election is great and where runoffs were so important also. Mayor Fulop took 78% of that vote, but he didn't bring his whole ticket with him. 78% of the people voted for Fulop, but they didn't vote for his whole ticket. So you had runoffs in E, his home ward, he had runoffs in E. You had runoffs in C with Richie Borgiano. You had him in A with Denise Ridley. I think everyone, with the exception of Ward D, my home ward, Michael Yoon won outright, and Ward F. That was it. Everybody else was in a runoff. Now, what changed? The General Assembly, after the general election, rather, with the exception of James Solomon, the same people won in the runoff. But it's a good safeguard because you can rig those campaigns. And I tell you, you got some smart people running elections out there, and they're going to know. They do all the statistics. They're going to say, well, we need somebody to siphon off the Marion section vote, the West Side vote. We'll get this candidate. And they will just pick apart that election, that it's no longer an election. It's already predetermined who will win. So it's imperative that we keep the runoffs. And somewhere, hopefully I'm still doing this, when it comes time to return our elections back to May, we'll fight tooth and nail for that. It was stupid that we did it. We should have never moved it. We were the focus. Liberty State Park, speaking of focus. Now, Sam Peston and the Friends of Liberty State Park, they're kind of holding off the marina. And I don't know if that is going to work because New Jersey is the most expensive state property tax-wise in the country. Governor Murphy, who I'm going to talk about later in the show, has to figure a way to start cutting down the property taxes. They can't keep going up higher and higher. Jersey City's got a problem coming up with a rebound. Governor Murphy's got to figure a way to start cutting the expenses of New Jersey. And he's got some tough ones. You know, I'm going to get into that. But with the marina, you know, they're going to fix the bulkhead that costs $40 billion. They're going to give a lease rate for, I think it's 25 years, 30 years, something like that. And they're going to put a marina in. I never seen an ugly marina, and there'll be stores and restaurants and all that stuff. And Sam Peston and the gang is holding that off. A judge has now ruled that Jersey City had no standing really into the negotiations between the state and the marina. It's a state park. Sam Peston and the gang are holding on that Murphy will, you know, uphold that the park should be left as it is, an oasis for humans and birds and all. But out of left field, get your love up, catch that out of left field. Here comes Liberty National Golf. They would like to expand. They want to move their last 3 holes closer to the clubhouse. Now that's the fireman guy. He's got, you know, bags of money. He was involved in a casino. You know, if that casino would have passed, wonder where the casino would have went. The days of Liberty State Park just being that oasis, I don't think that can remain that way because of the expenses here in New Jersey. Can we get more money out of Liberty National? Sure we can, by allowing them to expand. Now, what's the argument going to be with a Liberty National's expansion? You know, the only argument I've heard for the marina was it will block the views. And I reiterate, the marina is not coming in with cruise ships. It's not, you know, Carnival cruise lines coming in. These are boats. You know, the millionaires marinas, not all these people with boats are millionaires. They're not. You know, they're fishermen, that kind of thing. But it is an expensive hobby. Like I said in one of the other shows, the 2 best days in a boat owner's life is the day they buy the boat and the day they sell their boat. Now, between the golf course and the marina, you're talking pretty good money coming into Liberty State Park between the 2 entities. Again, that bulkhead, supposedly $40, $50 million to repair it. Now, in one of the op-eds, I think it was the Star Ledger, said, well, we can bond for that. Well, where the hell do you think the money comes to pay off the bond? That's like paying it with your credit card. You got to pay that off. And how do you pay off the bills in the state? And that's with taxes and fees and, like you register your car every year. What do I have to register my car every year? If I'm keeping a car, why do I have to keep registering it? It's not like my refrigerator. I register it with, Kenmore. I don't have to keep registering it each year. I still own a refrigerator. Unless I'm selling a car, why do I have to keep re-registering it? Well, we do. It's a good way for the state to make money. In the old days, you used to say, well, they run those inspection stations. Well, we only go to an inspection every few years, and the only thing you're checking for is emissions. I mean, there are cars going through the inspection line, the lights don't work, the brakes aren't working. These are bombs. In the old days, really, you want to talk about safety on the streets and all. Man, I think we should start inspecting cars again. I'm anal with my cars. I go to Sammy at Meineke. I make sure my cars are fixed. What I can't fix, Sammy does if it makes noise. But we need to figure out how to cut expenses. Now, if it costs $3.5–4 million to maintain, just to maintain Liberty State Park, and you can get the equivalent of that out of these leases between Liberty National Golf and the marina, then, listen, Murphy's a smart guy. He's got a finance background, and he knows he has to cut the expenses. And the people in South Jersey don't want to have to keep paying for Liberty State Park. And I know what everybody says, well, everybody enjoys Liberty State Park. Believe me, there aren't many people coming from South Jersey to hang out at Liberty State Park. You've seen the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty. You've seen it. It wasn't until I was married and my kid was 13 that I actually personally seen the front of the Statue of Liberty. Born and raised in Jersey City, all I seen was the back. I don't see how the Friends of Liberty State Park hold this off, especially with two entities like this. And the other side of the coin is the state needs the money. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
Hello, I'm back, and I'm drinking my coffee. Like I said, last thing I need is a coffee pot. I'm pretty hyper as it is. I'm not the guy, I get up, I'm up in the morning, 0 to 60. For that matter, my kids give me a hard time telling me, Dad, slow down. Dad's up, Dad, ready to go. Dad's making breakfast, let's go. Ready to eat? Dad, leave me alone. No, I'm ready, I'm happening. I'm reading the paper, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Amazon. Now, I think I mentioned this, I know it was last week, if Amazon got into the pharmacies, that was it. If Amazon gets into prescriptions, game over for CVS, Rite Aid, and all that. Well, guess what? Amazon announced today they're getting into the healthcare business. They're getting into health insurance. And they're partnering with J.P. Morgan. I believe it's J.P. Morgan Chase now. Great documentary was on a couple of years ago, the men who built America, J.P. Morgan. Interesting guy. But it was, it was the Rockefellers, Vanderbilts, J.P. Morgan, him and Edison. Well, I didn't paint Edison in a good light in that documentary. Well, Amazon and J.P. Morgan, and I think it's Hathaway, which is Moffett, they're teaming up. They're starting out with insurance for employees in their companies. And the goal of this insurance company is insurance, but not for a profit. And, there's some fact in that, and there's a good reason there. And it makes a lot of sense. Because you look at our medical situation here in the United States with Obamacare, Medicaid, Medicare, private insurances, you know, from the governmental standpoint, Medicare, Medicaid, and Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, we didn't need 3 levels. We could have gone fine with Medicare and Medicaid and just expanded them instead of having the Affordable Health Care Act. And the private insurers, you know, Horizon, Aetna, Celtic, United, all those. CVS just purchased Aetna. The insurance companies and the pharmacies and the pharmaceutical companies are making huge money. Big bucks. There's mergers going on with the pharmaceuticals for billions and billions of dollars. Better than Bill Gates money. Better than Bezos money. They're making money. The pharmacy, CVS just bought Aetna. They're making money. But you have hospitals that are going broke. You have hospitals that are merging because they can't survive anymore, especially the religious hospitals, the Catholic hospitals, some of the smaller ones. That's why you have all these mergers going on. You have practices that are being absorbed by the larger chains because the doctors just can't handle it anymore. From the expenses to the insurance to filling out the insurance papers. So what Amazon and J.P. Morgan are going to do, they're going to start an insurance company for their employees, but not as a profit center. It's not a not-for-profit, but then their issue isn't to make profits. It's to give good insurance for their employees. It'll only take a matter of time before that gets out into the public. And when you get Amazon involved, Amazon is a game changer. Amazon changes whatever field they get in, from music to movie rentals to, of course, shopping. They're changing how supermarkets are going to operate. And in a very short order of time, you're going to see the supermarket industry say, whoop, we were able to live 90% today and 10% in yesterday when once you got past the cashier. You know, you went back into the 50s by bagging and had to go all the steps of bagging and throwing your food in a cart. Amazon is changing that. They changed the business plan for any industry they enter. And they're going to change how insurance is done. Now, Amazon and J.P. Morgan and you know the other concerns involved, they make money every minute of the day. So can they do this? And again, they're not opening a not-for-profit or a charity here. They're just saying we're not interested in profits. But they're going to make profit by just doing this for their own employees. And eventually it will get out. And when it gets out, it'll change how insurances are done. Do we need an answer for how we handle Obamacare? Well, I think the answer might be here now with how Amazon and J.P. Morgan handle their insurance, how they're going to go about it. How are they going to negotiate with these hospitals? And that's what these insurance companies have to do. They have to negotiate with the hospitals. Now, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield in New Jersey, they got the power to negotiate. They'll set what, of course, you know, a stent in a heart or a gallbladder. They establish that price. Then after them, you know, there's United and Aetna. You know, they don't have the power of Horizon, but they're negotiating a good price. But the best at negotiating with the hospitals is the government, Medicare and Medicaid. I should say, they start. They're number one at negotiating what prices they're going to pay. Then you got Horizon, then so forth, so on. If you do not have insurance, nobody's negotiating for you. That gallbladder operation may cost $300,000 where Medicaid agreed to $2. There's nobody negotiating for you. Amazon will change how things are done in the hospital industry, how the insurance is handled. Within 10 years, you watch what Amazon does. Now, I guarantee you, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, United, Celtic, all these people, all these companies are scared. For that matter, as soon as an Amazon announced this, their stocks dropped. The financial markets realized the power of Amazon. You could take it to the bank. All those concerns are going to lobby hard. They're going to take all those profits they have and put it in the lobby and to stop Amazon. Stop Amazon from getting into the healthcare business. Because I was joking around with the pharmacies last week. It is. If they get in, and if they're getting to healthcare, what CVS did with Aetna, you know, if you're an Aetna policyholder, you got to go to CVS to get your prescriptions. Amazon will do the same thing. They will eventually take over the healthcare business. I don't know if they'll get in the hospitals, but they'll take over healthcare insurers and the pharmacies. You can take that to the bank. I don't know what your Prime membership discount will be, but it'll probably be substantial. I can see all those companies lobbying hard for the government to stop them. I can see those companies lobbying the government. Amazon is becoming a monopoly. Let's stop them before they become too giant. I can see in our lifetime Amazon version of a Bitcoin, where Amazon eventually becomes their own currency, this cryptocurrency. I can see Amazon doing that. You can take it to the bank. These other insurance companies, this might be the line in the sand where the fight will go on to hold Amazon back. And, you know, unless the government steps in themselves and starts trying to rein in Amazon, it's not going to happen. Amazon is a game changer. Whatever industry they step in, they change it. Maybe it doesn't happen overnight, but eventually they will control that industry. And I'm going to tell you, within the next 10 years, Amazon's in the healthcare business. It can only benefit us all. They always say that. Well, competition opens the doors, and as competition is best for all, you're right. In an insurance company, competition is. And there, now everybody's got to chase Amazon. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'm here. You're there. You know, you can Facebook questions and tweet questions if you like. I don't know why I always fix my collar when I see myself on the monitor there. But I do have to sip my coffee. Perks me up. Some of the rebound notices are coming out. Here it is. Would you put one of these up there, Mr. Greg? Some of the rebound notices are coming out. And so far, there's no real shock to the system. Not that I've heard anyway. In this case, this fine person lives at Society Hill, Jersey City, down at the foot of Danforth Avenue. I should have my other glasses to read that. His house has been assessed his condo at $235,000. His estimated property taxes for 2018 will be $3,808.62. This is down from 2017's property tax of $5,545.80. He's actually looking at a decrease of about 32%, is that? He is a happy duck. All the people in Society Hill, they're doing the happy dance right now. Who wouldn't want 30-some-odd% off their property taxes? Now, if you're sitting here thinking, wow, it's going to work out great for me, I don't think so. Obviously, for years and years and years, they were being obviously overcharged. Now, that was one of the arguments that were made when people were demanding that we get a reval done, and we had a reval pretty much done. You know, Mayor Fulop stopped it as soon as he became the mayor. He didn't really have an illegal standing, as I went on years and years saying, you know, let's back off, let's take the numbers. Actually, I was saying, let's take the numbers that were there so we can cushion the blow on Jersey City people, because if we wait another 4 or 5 years, those numbers are only going to go up. But that didn't happen. Jersey City was out, what, $4 or $5 million on that, and whatever the interest on it is. And Mayor Phillips said he doesn't regret that decision. Now, the people who paid that $4 or $5 million, which he is a property owner, I think we regret that. But what's going to happen with the rest of the city? I sincerely doubt we're all going to get this type of reduction. Now, why? I got to find out. I don't want to hurt anybody down here, but obviously they were assessed very high, and their assessments, I think, were done as the condos sold, this condo sold, that condo sold, a new price came in, and so their numbers were probably more accurate than, you say, the West Side or downtown or the Heights, where people, they're in, especially the Heights and West Side. Those people are in for the long term. I got neighbors on my block who've been in that house for the 20 years I've been on my street. And they're going to be there until God calls them, and they'll give the house to the kids. These homes really have not been reassessed since, 1987, 1988. The Heights, downtown, unless you just bought your condo, you're building it downtown, and the city's got accurate numbers on you, we're in for some bumps on our head. West Side, the Heights, downtown. People are talking parts of Journal Square. Now, when you think of Journal Square area, you think of the square itself. You get a couple of blocks off on Magnolia and Van Wagon and Van Ripen. Those are old time. The hilltop on the other side behind the courthouse. Those people have been living there for a long, long time, and those homes haven't been reassessed. Those areas are going to get beat over the head. You're going to see that 30%, you might be looking at 30% going the other way. And the idea of the reballot balances all the wards of Jersey City out. Now, that does sound fair, and everybody wants fair. We want fair. You want fair until fair costs you a lot of money. Then you're not too crazy about fair then, but it's the right thing to do. Now, how do we not hurt seniors? Listen, you got somebody who's in their 70s. Their earning days, for the most part, are over. Widowers, disabled. How do we keep those people in their homes? How do we keep the renters in their homes? Because you jack up the taxes 30, 40%. If it's a two-family home and you got a rental upstairs, you're passing that over. One-family home, these people may lose their home. They won't be able to handle the property taxes. So how do we do that? I don't know. I'm not the financial guy. Mayor Fulop is a financial guy. Somehow, some way, we have to control that budget. I've been warning that the budget is getting close to $600 million a year. Been going up $25 million a year since Fulop has been the mayor. We can't sustain that. Somehow, those increases, we need to put those increases back to the people. We've got to figure out how we can stall off bumping that budget up $25 million. Somehow, we got to come up with a pool that'll keep these people in their homes. How do you do that? I don't know. Maybe it's a new development. Maybe there's a big we put on, as a Jersey City saying, big, when's the last time I used that? Maybe there's a fee that we use on that offsets the long-term homeowners, the long-term Jersey City people. Maybe there's a category we need for that. Long-term, they've been here 20, 30 years. We got to be able to, because if they've been here 20, 30 years, they're sitting in that 60, 70 age rank, and their earning years, they're probably gone. Now, if they have, if it's a three-family home, maybe they can jack the rents up. But what do you do with the rental person that's seeing an increase? It could be hundreds of dollars a month. They can't handle that. Somehow, we have to figure out how to offset what could be an increase for the seniors, the disabled, that widower, whatever the case is, the people who are not going to be able to go out and earn that additional money. And there could be some real additional money that has to be earned. Right now I'm being told the price of Jersey City, all real estate in Jersey City, is valued at $6.2 billion. I don't know if this number is true, but they're saying after the rebound, the value of Jersey City will be $62 billion. And there's taxes that go along with that value of $62 billion. Think about that. We're going from $6.2 billion. That's what's on the assessed value of Jersey City is right now. And after this rebound, the assessed value of Jersey City will be $62 billion. Now, somewhere in Jersey City, the property taxes are going to have to reflect that new value of Jersey City, and that is an incredible jump if those numbers are accurate. So somewhere along the line, this mayor's got to figure out this could be devastating here in Jersey City. How do we help the people stay in their homes? First thing we got to do is control that budget. You know, the shared services, all that stuff I talked about before. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be back.
Pana Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintoproperties.com. Pana Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you're watching it live. We're live. It's alive. That's live. Live on Comcast 190. Live on live stream, YouTube, Facebook, Apple TV, all in places. Any place where you're web-enabled, I guess, where you can get streaming. Actually, you got to get good streams. I tell you, the days of 50 millibytes per second, you got to get better than that. There's so much that runs on the Wi-Fi now. Truck rental. It is the preferred tool of the terrorists. You know, we talk about gun laws and all. Terrorists love renting trucks to commit their heinous crimes. Recently, it was a rented truck in New York where they drove into the bike lane, little bike plaza there, and killed, I believe, 8 people. If you look at terrorist attacks, there always seems to be a rental truck. That World Trade Center bombing of 1993, that was a Ryder rental rented right here in Jersey City, and they used that to blow up the World Trade Center back in 93. That killed, I think about 8 people also. Interesting is the terrorists went back to collect their deposit, and that's how we busted them. Yeah, freaking stupid you just try to blow up a building. You rented a truck, and you go and you want to go back and get your deposit. Boom. So we got them. Fortunately, criminals in Jersey City, whether they're terrorists or some dumbass that robbed a liquor store, we're going to catch them. They had a situation where, unfortunately, a deaf guy was in a bus stop. And he's, waiting. He's going home from work, I believe. And sheriff's department was chasing these people who were speeding through red lights. And the 3 people in the stolen SUV couldn't drive at that rate of speed. And he lost control. They hit the bus stop waiting area, shelter, killed this guy pretty much instantly. And 2 of them ran off. One was captured right on the spot. And, Esther Soares, she's talking about, give yourself in, we'll eventually find you. Of course we're eventually finding you. It's just friggin' idiots here. Of course we're going to bust these idiots. They're going to run so far, but they can't run forever because they're freaking idiots. Of course we're going to catch them. Our criminals in Jersey City, unfortunately, there are no mastermind, no master criminals, no Penguin, no Joker, none of that. There is no Lex Luthor or Dr. Doom. These are idiots who commit these crimes. And it's unfortunate these idiots commit crimes on good, honest people. And this poor individual was passed on. They are proposing legislation that will provide oversight for truck rentals. Who is renting a truck? Why are you renting a truck? I haven't seen all the wording on this, but yeah, we need to know who's renting a truck because that seems to be how the terrorists like to, do their deeds, these cowards. The other thing that we're going to have to look to in New Jersey is how you sell a truck. Who's buying a truck? What is going to be included in that? Because, what they're doing, look, they're not going to fly any planes into buildings anymore. These body count attacks they want. It's going to be a backpack in a subway or in a mall, some idiot on a truck, whether it be here or France, that sort of thing, and they're going to ride down a sidewalk. If we can control how they get that, we can save some lives. How do you do that? I'm not 100% sure. The government's where we send these people to Trenton. But not only do we have to figure out how we provide the oversight for truck rentals and who's renting them, because everybody rents trucks, you're going to move. If you look at the terrorist attacks, it's Ryder, it's U-Haul, the U-Hauls from Home Depot, that's what the guy used in New York. But it's actually even easier just to buy a truck. And a lot of these trucks are really pickup trucks. They're a pickup truck with a cube box on the back. They're not, you don't require a CDL for things. There's no shifting, 20 gears like in a tractor trailer where you got 10 low, pop the button, you got your next 10 high. These guys aren't, using rigs. They're using really pickup trucks or vans with a cube box on the back of it. You open up your paper, you go on your website, you can find a ton of these cube boxes or school buses or jitney van buses available for sale. Rather cheap because they're junkers. They'll ride around a little bit, but they're going to break down. They're just not worth investing any money in. But they're the ideal tool of a cowardly terrorist who wants to get a body count. Somebody who's riding down Kennedy Boulevard, going into Journal Square, and he decides he wants to pull up on a sidewalk and take out a crowd who's waiting for the light to change. We have to figure out how do we monitor the used truck sales. I agree with the rentals, but the rentals, you got to provide some ID. You're going to have a driver's license, you got to have a credit card, you're going to have you have some points of identification. When you buy a used truck, and again, it's just a van or a pickup truck with a cube box on the back, all you need is some cash. Get some cash, grab some license plates out of the junkyard, boom, boom, off you go. They're not driving these trucks for months. They're using these trucks for a day, 2 days until they work out their plan and go. And unless we come riding by with our plate readers, we're not going to realize those plates are stolen. And, when I was a kid, I've been driving a car since I was 12 years old. And I'm not kidding. I've had a car since I was 12 years old. Now, of course, I had no license. You couldn't get a registration. But you were able to get license plates. You just go down to Skyway Patrol on the Charlotte Circle. A couple license plates. Well, sometimes they weren't even the same license plates. I had a different license plate on the back and one in the front. You can't look at two plates at once in the old days back in the 70s. But that's the same thing these cowardly terrorists can do. They can buy that cube van. They can buy their pickup truck. Again, they use the U-Haul truck that they got from Home Depot in New York recently. But really, they just want a heavy-duty, a Ford F-350, that sort of thing, or even an F-150. Something you could take out a lot of people. We have to figure out how we can control what can easily become a weapon. Now, we talk about this gun industry, well, we got to control the guns getting in the wrong hands. Well, listen, that pickup, that cube van, that ex-school bus, that ex-jitney van, that can really get into the wrong hands. And like I said, they're not using these things every day. They just need that for a few minutes just to commit what crime they need. Most of them are suicide people anyway, so they don't care if they get killed, or they don't really care if they don't seem to care if they get caught. We have to figure out how to handle the rentals, but more importantly than the rentals, because like I said, you got to provide some IDs here, and you got to have good credit cards and license. How do you control the sale of used trucks? How do we monitor that? Because right now, cash talks. Give the guy the cash, he gives you a title, off you go. And it is super easy to get some plates. Just steal some plates off the street. You're just going to commit a crime. You need the plates for a few minutes. We're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and launch inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
I'm back. We're back. You're back. We're all back. We're back. Last segment. Jersey City Show. We're doing it live. And like I said, don't forget to download the live stream app. But I noticed on our Twitter, live stream liked something that I mentioned about live stream. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, JC Hudson Media. You got our website, HMG TV shows. A lot of ways to get in touch with us. If you need, go to the website, go to contact, send me an email. Whatever your issue is. You got news items, tips. We take all that. We work on tips here. Give me some tips. Before I get to Murphy, and I tell you, I'm hoping Murphy is a great governor. Because things are rolling pretty good. The economy is pretty good. Stocks are breaking records. You know, if Murphy is going to be successful, it is the time for him to be successful. So I want to go over a few things. But first I want to talk about Maplewood, New Jersey. Maplewood, New Jersey is proposing an ordinance that will fine distracted walkers. You know them people. You see them every day. People who just walk into the street. They're on their phone. They're texting as they're walking. Or they're listening to music on their phone. Now, I don't know why we can't walk and chew gum anymore. Since I quit smoking 10 years ago, I chew a lot of gum, but I can walk. You know, I step in the street. I look both ways. And by the way, why do we step in the street and we actually go into the street? Now, why can't we wait on the sidewalk for the light to change? And you know, people waiting for a bus. You got a bus stop. Stay in the effing bus stop. There's no reason for you to be 4 or 5 feet into the street as if the big friggin' bus is going to sneak by you. Believe me, you're in the bus stop, you're sitting in the bus shelter, you'll notice the 119 coming down Central. You don't need to be in Central Avenue as if that bus is going to sneak by you. Why does these people stand in the street? Well, Maplewood is going to propose, and they have proposed the ordinance, to fine people for distracted walking. You know what? I think we need that. We spoke about this before. You see it every day in Jersey City. It is making it so difficult to drive in Jersey City because it's these like zombies just walking out there. They're listening to music, they're texting. You know, people are talking on the phones, and they don't realize that we can hear everything that's being said. Not like the old days with the phone you put in your ear and your mouth. You know, now you talk to it. I hear everything you're doing, and they get so involved they just walk out there. You know, between the zombie walkers, the bike lanes, the double parkers, you know, it is very difficult because all our streets are narrow. 90%, probably 95% of Jersey City streets are all one lane each direction. The last thing I need is bike lanes, bikes, people on bikes, zombie people, trucks making deliveries. But at least the truck making delivery, I can see. I see him as I'm riding up. The zombie guy who's on his phone, or the dumbass biker who comes out of the side street onto Central or Kennedy Boulevard at Palisade, you know, it's almost like one of those simulation, those visual games with the police use. I agree. We probably should do that. But the thing is, we don't want to pass laws we're not going to enforce. But the city could use the money, and I think Maplewood, and Hawaii has this, by the way. Hawaii has the distracted, I should look into that, see how Hawaii handles that and how much money you get. Tell you what, fines for distracted walkers, we could probably have no property taxes in Jersey City because there's a ton of them. Journal Square, go through Journal Square, and there's the distracted walkers, the zombies. They just come out. They're at the smartphone. I can't do anything but look at the smartphone. They don't even look. They don't look left, right. Remember, don't cross at the corner. Don't cross it between. Cross at the green. Look both ways. We don't do that anymore. They guys were stupid. And then, somebody gets hit by a car, and it's like, oh, man, it's the cars. No, it's not the cars. It's stupid people. But it's people driving the cars. And, you pop out from behind a parked van, you get hit at some point. I think of, all the accidents involving a pedestrian, I think of all of them. I think it was only I think it was 15 cases in Hudson County. Only 3 people received summonses because people just walk out in the street. What did I do with Murphy? I lost Murphy. Hold on. I want to get into that. Where are you, Murphy? What did I do with Murphy, man? Here he is. I write this show. It may look, I'm not reading off a teleprompter, but I do write these things. Governor Murphy, good news for Governor Murphy, his approval ratings are at 35%, just 2 weeks on the job. 35%, which is a huge increase from CC's, Chris Christie's, 17%. It's a honeymoon period. Right now, Governor Murphy's doing all the kissy softball stuff. Everything people love. That's what he's doing right now. He's going back on a lot of Christie's concealed weapons laws. I don't have a gun. But if you want to own a gun and you can legally purchase it and you're legally allowed to, you should have a gun. My problem isn't with people, legal gun owners. My problem is people who have these guns illegally. They're an issue. Pot sales, I think 60% of the state is into is willing to do the pot sales. Give it a try. I know some municipalities are passing ordinances, anti-pot sales. We don't want it in our town. Everybody take a chill pill on this until Murphy figures out the whole program, how it's going to be administered, how it's going to work. I don't think any municipalities need to draw the line in the sand for the matter. I just did that on the Tom's River Show. Yes, I host the Tom's River Show too. Kind of like Jersey City, like a microcosm of Jersey City, Tom's River. And they're passing a ban. No pot sale. Listen, everybody, chill out. Wait until Murphy unrolls the pan. And it's not going to happen. He's not going to come out of the governor's office one day and say, all right, pot is legal. Everybody start selling it. It's going to be a roll out there. New Jersey Transit, he wants to boil down New Jersey Transit, get to the bottom of the problems. Everybody loves that. New Jersey Transit's a disaster. But there's some real tough decisions to be made with New Jersey Transit. Climate change. Everybody's into climate change. We got to fight climate change. Stop polluting. We've been pretty good in my lifetime. Ever since the 70s, I think we've learned our lessons. But, it's one about, climate change. But every time you hear like a hurricane or a flooding situation or a cold, it isn't the first time. This happened back in the 1800s. But what the hell was the deal in the 1800s? Can't blame the cars or trucks then. Science. More than I know about. He's back in the Amazon deal, a once-in-a-lifetime deal with Amazon where we'll give like $5 billion in tax breaks. It comes out to about $100,000 a job. Now, again, that's a lot of money. And if Amazon comes with 50,000 available jobs for New Jersey residents, I guess that makes sense. But I need some stipulations in there. How long? And it got to be Jersey people. I'm not giving this guy, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, $100,000 per job, and he's taking people from New York and Wyoming and Utah. They got to be Jersey City or Jersey people, probably Jersey City people. And also, I would like to see the governor say, listen, I'll back a Jersey City plan. Because Jersey City, if we incorporated Dogpatch and Coppice Coat and Kearney, we can accommodate whatever Amazon needs. He's got real problems that he's got to address right now. And there's 40% undecided with the poll numbers for Murphy. So he's got the people there that he can bring into his side. But he's got some real problems. When the real world starts to get into Murphy's office, he's going to have to deal with the pension. That's Jeff Bezos money. That pension is short for New Jersey. He's got to deal with the budget. He has got to back down on property taxes. He knows he can't raise these property taxes. He knows he can't raise a tax, or he becomes Florio McGreevy Corzine, one and done. The 2% caps, he's got to figure out he's got to get that back, or fire and police salaries will just escalate. Minimum wage, I would consider that. I'd reconsider that, to be honest with you, because I think that's a real job killer. Immigration, I don't know. You got to see what the feds are going to do. I don't think we can pick and choose our own law, so let's see what happens there. He's got roads, he's got bridges, he's got all these real problems. So hopefully he manages his way through that. He gets that other 40%. We're done. You be good, you be safe. I'll talk to you during the week. Good night.